Welcome to our MAP technical videos. In this video, we're going to detail into a student's profile and show how to create articulations and act on a student's eligible credits. From the student intake, scroll down and select the edit icon of whatever student you'd like to start with. There are three different tables: the CPL status, information, and eligible credits table. In this video here, we're going to detail in on the action dropdown. There are many different actions you can take when it comes to articulating these credit recommendations. You can articulate as a course, area, elective, combine two or more credit recommendations to articulate, or set these as not applicable. When it comes to course and area articulations, these are applied across the board for all students. So if you create an articulation with one credit recommendation and one ACE ID to a specific course, if another student comes in with that same credit recommendation and ACE ID, that course or area will be automatically applied to their plan. When it comes to elective or not applicable actions, these are on a student-by-student basis. So if you articulate something as an elective, or if you set a credit recommendation to not applicable, and another student comes in with that same credit recommendation and ACE ID, that will not automatically be applied to that student. Starting with Articulate as a course, we're going to open up the pop-up. This will bring up all of the information for this articulation. First, you'll select your college course, and keep in mind this is just for demo purposes. Select your course you would like to articulate, and on the left you'll see all the information about that course, the catalog description and your top codes, as well as the student learning outcomes if those have been provided by your college. On the right-hand side, you'll see information from the ACE Military Guide, including the exhibit IDs, and you can open up these titles to see more information about the specific ACE ID. When it comes to creating these articulations, all of the other exhibits listed here are also exhibits that have 3 hours in management associated with that learning. Automatically selected is going to be the exhibit from your student's profile that you just opened up. If you'd like to, select all of these credit recommendations. Then anytime a student comes in with 3 hours in management, regardless of the service branch they were in or the type of different learning that they did, anytime they have 3 hours in management, this articulation will be applied to them. Once you're ready, select the Articulate button. That is when the articulation is officially created, and this next pop-up is going to be for your notifications. The next person in line to receive this articulation for review is the discipline expert or the faculty. You can write any message to recipient, add any notes to the articulation package. The signature is required, so you'll want to fill that out. And if you have any documents you'd like to upload to support this articulation, you can do that here as well. Down below, you'll see all of the records that you just created an articulation for, and you can review those articulations here. Once you're ready to send that notification, select Submit. That will bring you back to the student's profile. Scrolling down, you will see that new articulation created is now populated with some more information. The far left column, you'll see course credit. Right next to that is going to be the status. And then after the credit recommendation, you'll see the college course. So for the one we just made, you can tell it's course credit. It is in the faculty stage for MAG 44. And then as you go all the way to the right, you'll notice that there's a yellow triangle showing that this is in process. There are 4 different actually icons that you will see. You'll see the in process icon for any that are not quite in the implementation stage but have already been acted upon. You'll see the red question mark for ones that have not had any action taken upon them. And you'll see the green check mark for any that are applied to that CPL plan, meaning that they've already become fully implemented. The last one you'll see is the not applicable icon, which I will show shortly. When it comes to creating an area articulation, it is very similar. So if you were to select that drop down again and select Articulate as an area, you'll see the same pop-up. The one difference here is that instead of courses, you're going to see areas. Automatically loaded in are our default CSU GE areas as well as IGETC areas. If you'd like to add in your local pattern, you can do that as well. Just reach out. You can reach out via the chat or send us an email to get your local pattern loaded in. Select whichever area you're looking to associate it with, and then once you do, you can do the same thing where you select apply this to all exhibits, or if you'd like to just do the one for this student, select articulate. The difference here with area credit is that instead of going next to the faculty, it's going to go straight to the articulation officer. Everything else is the same. You can add a message to recipient, any notes. You'll want to add your signature and any documents to support this. Select submit, and that's on its way as well. We'll now see we have two different articulations that are in process, but they're going to two different stages. The next option, articulating as an elective, is again on a student-by-student basis, and this doesn't require any further approval. So once approved here in this stage, it's automatically applied to the student's plan. You can choose the number of credits that you'd like to assign as an elective. It's going to start at 1 and go all the way up to the number of credits associated with that credit recommendation. You'll see that elective credit here, and it's already applied to the student's plan. When it comes to combining credit recommendations, this looks very similar to area and course articulations. You can select which course or area you'd like to add in here. The one difference that you will see is that on the right-hand side, instead of all of the different ACE IDs that go along with 2 hours in military science, you will see all of the credit recommendations that are on the student's eligible credits table. So you can select more than one to associate this as a package. Maybe you need to add so that it has more units or whatever that looks like here. When you are ready, go ahead and select articulate and send it through the same process. The last option we're going to show is the not applicable action. Select not applicable if for whatever reason any credit recommendation is not going to be eligible for CPL for this student's plan. You can select just one, you can select all, or multiple at a time. Once you set it to not applicable, you'll notice that last icon all the way on the right shows not applicable. Once action has been taken on all of these red question marks, we'll consider analysis complete on this student's plan. Please reach out via the help chat in the bottom right if you have any questions.